Is your pate a little wet at the moment, or are you confident it's going to set OK?
I'm happy with that. I think it's gonna firm up a bit as it cools, yeah.
For all Ollie's confidence, his pate looks a little runny to me. And it's full of booze.
John starts with the chutney.
The thing that's going to take the longest to cook are these little onions.
He adds sugar, bay leaves, thyme, sultanas, vinegar and tomato paste.
Add a good 500 mils of water to it, and that water over the time will eventually evaporate, and then you've got this lovely chutney, lovely soft chutney. Now to make the pate. Onions, bacon, chicken livers and butter.
Livers take no time at all to cook, do they?
No. The skill of making the pate is balancing all the ingredients with the liver. Too strong liver becomes tinny. Splash a bit of brandy into it to give a bit of warmth in the back of your throat. This is where you've got to puree it.
You know, to be able to make a pate with no recipe, these are serious skills, John.
Right, that's now ready to add the next lot of butter. This will make it fluffier, richer, and cool my pate down so you don't need 5 hours for it to set. Now clarified butter.
Ooh.
And the butter is there to stop the pate from oxidising.
Yeah.
So it doesn't go grey.
Clever.
That pate is going to take at least 10 minutes to set, so they need to have it in with a good 15 minutes to spare. Melba toast, take the crusts off. You split the bread horizontally. So I'm rolling my hot split toast on the board to get rid of the excess bread. That goes back in the oven to dry for a couple of minutes. If you toast it, it won't curl, it will just be flat and toasted and crisp bread. Now to finish the dish. So there we have it, my chicken liver pate, Melba toast and onions Madagascar.
I have made pate before, but it was a few years ago, so I'm going to have to try and remember how I did it.
David, we've seen some really concise cooking from, but his flavour combinations is what we've been questioning. We believe David's got a lot of skill. Well, here now he can prove that.
I think I have an OK palate, but whether I can pick up the really subtle flavours within a dish, we'll see. Would you pipe that before you chill it?
I can't tell you things like that. David, can I? Oliver, who was taught by his French mother, understands the basics. Now all he's going to do is make a classic pate. It couldn't get more French if it rode up on a bicycle with a beret on. Fire!
To have people who know what good food should taste like and look like, say that there's some potential there, that's an extraordinarily nice feeling.
Is your pate a little wet at the moment, or are you confident it's going to set OK?
I'm happy with that. I think it's gonna firm up a bit as it cools, yeah.
For all Ollie's confidence, his pate looks a little runny to me.
And it's full of booze.
David? Not bad at all. Great texture on your pate. Wonderful toast.
There's way too much time in your chutney. It's really, really overpowering. Saying that, you got it right. You understood you had to get that chutney on first. You got it on. You did it. Honestly, to watch you work is magic. You've got to get these flavours right, though, David. Your pate is smooth and more of a texture of a parfait, but really rich with brandy. Your chutney, in my opinion, needs to be cooked down a bit more with a little bit more sharpness from vinegar. You're almost there on your Melba toast, but you didn't take the little bits out of the insides.
I like that brandy you've got on the pate, but just a word of caution. All right, you're so close to overdoing it. Standing over there and watching Ping working was like standing here watching you working. It's virtually a mirror image. All right, she's better looking and she moves with more elegance, but the dish, John, is very similar.
Today I'm going to cook a spiced potato cake with ginger and chilli chickpeas. It's about amazing food from humble ingredients. So, chickpeas first. Heat up a pot, and into that oil, a good couple of spoons of mustard seeds. And in a moment, those little mustard seeds will start to dance in the pan, and that's when you know they're ready. Whilst they do that, I'm just going to chop some tomatoes up.
They're dancing and singing, John.
This is now the crucial bit. You've got to start to move fast. A good couple of spoonfuls of chilli powder, ginger. That spice, that chilli powder's got to be cooked, because spices are dry, they need to come back to life. To that, we add our chickpeas and then tomatoes. And just leave our chickpeas to boil. What I'm going to make to flavour the potatoes is a garam masala.
Garam masala is a blend of different Indian spices, mixed according to each cook's preference.
The secret to every garam masala is that you must toast the spices.
John is making his from cumin seeds, a cinnamon stick, black peppercorns, cloves, cardamom pods, and grated nutmeg.
I wonder how many of our contestants are going to be scared by these spices.
My garam masala is made. One part of the potato is going to be flavoured, the other is not. Now to that garam masala potato mixture, you add chilli and coriander. And I make this little rissole. And then wrap the potato around the outside.
It's going to confuse the contestants because they won't necessarily understand that it's got a different flavoured centre.
That's the skill, Mr. Wallace.
John, I'm really, really intrigued. I feel like a kid on Christmas morning. I just can't wait to get inside it. That's stunning.
Thank you.
It is stunning. Crispy on the top, and in the middle is nice, warming heat of those Indian spices.
It's got lots of spices in the middle of the potato cake. I'm just trying to work out exactly what they are.
Garam masala is a very tricky spice, so I hope to pick up the key notes and then just bring it.
It's gorgeous. When I came here, I thought I was going to get some sort of souffle or some baked Alaska or something, and I thought if that comes, then I'm dead. I'm literally dead. This has made me alive. It really has.
Standing over there and watching Ping working was like standing here watching you working. It's virtually a mirror image. All right, she's better looking and she moves with more elegance, but the dish, John, is very similar. Do you feel any pressure at all?
Yes, immensely. There are some notes of Indian spices I'm really familiar with, but I can taste that there's something more in that, and it's quite difficult when it's all in a sauce. We'll see. We'll see.
I've seen fantastic spicing from Ping, and I've also seen some fusion stuff that doesn't quite work.
I actually think for Ping, this is a great round, because we'll be able to see her grab hold of those spices again and really get stuck in.
Focus on what I need to do.
You are halfway. 30 minutes gone. 30 minutes left.
James has had more ups and downs than an elevator in this competition. I've seen him cook some wonderful stuff, and I've also seen some silly mistakes, but I have to say right now, he looks calm, which is a good sign.
There's been little kind of hiccups along the way. The competition has really hotted up now, so it needs to be perfect.
What worries you the most about it?
The potato cake falling apart. I'm half Glaswegian, so if I don't do a totty scone right, I don't think I can ever go back there.
Watching them work, John, every single one of them seems to have a potato cake of sorts, but that's not even half the story. It's the flavours in it. Can they get your flavours in their cake?
"20 minutes to go. Just 20 minutes.
Rani, we understand her heart is firmly embedded in the subcontinent of India. This should be her round.
I know I have got the skills, I have got the ability. I just hope that I will be able to stand up to the expectations.
Rani, how did you feel when you saw these ingredients?
Well, I was really very happy about it, that this is something that I have grown up eating. And it just brought up all the nostalgic childhood memories as well. You know, I used to go with my dad at chowpatty and we used to have this ragda patties, you know, tucked under little huts and the lovely waves, you know, splashing. And it just brought that memories back.
Brilliant. Really?
I'm like a tape, you know, you need to push a button to make me stop. Otherwise, I'll go on and on.
You've got 10 minutes left.
Final 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Just 5 minutes left.
That's it, your time's up. Step away from the cakes.
The skills we wanted people to identify here was about the use of spices and actually forming this potato cake. James, let's start with you. Shish kebab. Your chickpeas, you've got raw spice in there, and that raw chili powder is really harsh. But actually, as a potato cake, French style, with the egg running through it, it's nice. But nothing like mine was.
All nicely cooked. You can identify flavours because your palate test was good. You can't yet handle spicing in a subtle way, James.
Yeah, a bit deflated by it. The spicing just wasn't right, so yeah, a little bit disappointed.
Ping.
Your potato cake is fantastic. Warming, spicy, light and fluffy.
Really, really good. You roasted everything. I watched you work, but then you put the garam masala in with the chickpeas. The chickpeas are simply flavoured with mustard seeds, chili powder and the ginger. Garam masala is for the spud. But this is very, very good.
Well, I won't say that went really well, that went okay. At least I got the potato cakes right, but the sauce was just annoying.
Jack.
Love the flavour in your chickpeas. I do like that. That's a build-up of good flavour. I can't eat that potato cake with 3 kilos of spice in the middle of it. It's as if you're not trying to flavour that potato cake. It's as if you're trying to smuggle out spices hidden in the middle of it.
You didn't understand the technique, but all you had to do was to get those spices in some potato and put it in the middle, and you would have had a perfect cake.
I'm like fish out of water when it comes to spice food, so to come up with a dish that was edible and, and looked okay, I was pleased with that.
Rani?
Your potato cakes are really not good, Rani, I'm sorry to say. They're gluey, they don't have much flavour, they're not seasoned, which is a shame, because your spicing is monumental.
Thank
Your spicing comes up gradually, bit by bit, like a thief in the night. John's talking, I'm standing there getting hotter and hotter and hotter.
I definitely have a good palate, and I want to show them that I do know what I'm doing and I'm not going to buckle under pressure. I'm just hoping I'm doing okay.
What is that?
I have no idea. I came out of the crab, but I don't know what it is.
That looks to me like the gills.
Oh, right. Oh,
which are poisonous.
OK, let's not serve that then.
Right.
OK.
Today, I'm going to be making Singapore chili crab.
Let's go.
First thing I'm going to do is prepare the crab. The way to take the top off is with the back of a spoon. There you go. There are bits of the crab that now need to be discarded. So just pull the mouth out. Now, the gills. There is a myth that if you eat these gills, they can kill you. Then they won't, but they taste pretty awful and they're probably full of toxins. And split it down the centre. And then each one of these legs, crack. Because as it cooks, I want all those flavours to go inside it. Ready to go. And I'm gonna make the paste. Black beans, dried chilies, and garlic. Hot oil, and then blend.
Oh, that's seriously pungent. Oh.
The next thing is our pepper chili paste. So some ginger, green peppercorns, a dried whole chili, fresh turmeric root, and coriander root. Lovely.
Good colours.
And now we take our crab.
Oh, that is really strong. Wow.
And then we start to add our herbs. So there you go, there's my Singapore chili crab.
Come on then, sleeves rolled up. Oh, look at that. Oh, God. I'll tell you what, that is just lovely.
Let's get them in and see if they can make that dish.
Oh, I really hope so.
There's a dish in front of you, and what we want you to do is to eat it.
And then list down all the ingredients you think are in it.
10 minutes, guys. Go for it.
I've eaten crab once, so yeah, I am struggling.
There's something that I've had before, but I just can't quite put my finger on it. Like it's annoying me.
Yeah, it's complicated, and it's all lots of leaves. I don't know what that is. It's spicy. It's an actual spicy leaf. I'm not sure.
It's really nice. I'm just trying to work out what's in that paste. I'm getting there, just keep eating.
Now you've worked out what's in it, we want you to make it. We're going to give you 45 minutes. Over to you.
The ingredients have been separated onto 4 trays. 1 for the crab, 2 for the pastes, and 1 for the garnish. The one ingredient not required is the butter beans.
Clean the crab before then.
I like Sophie. I like Sophie's Italian food a lot. I have no idea what Sophie knows about Asian food at all. This could be completely alien to her.
There's that weird thing of the further I'm going now in this competition, the more amateurish I feel. I'm realising how little I know.
Sophie has prepped her crab very, very well.
the thing is, she needs more paste. Tim's food through this competition has always been about style. So it's about skill, it's about technique. This, in its own way, doesn't have very much style. How will he cope with it?
I think I can get big flavour into my food. That is the one thing that I think is letting me down in this competition so far. But the longer it lets me down, the longer I'm in danger of being sent home.
Young Tim has just blended up a whole tin of butter beans with some chilies and some black beans to make the paste. God love him.
Sorry for doing this to your dish.
You've had 20 minutes. You've got 25 minutes left. It's flying by.
Never cooked the whole crab in my whole life.
Megan has given me delicious dishes, and I believe she's got exceptional taste buds. I don't know whether Megan knows the techniques that make this dish, but hopefully she can work it out by tasting it.
I definitely have a good palate, and I want to show them that I do know what I'm doing, and I'm not going to buckle under pressure. I'm just hoping I'm doing okay.
What is that?
I have no idea. I came out of the crab, but I don't know what it is.
That looks to me like the gills,
Oh, right. Oh,
which are poisonous.
okay, let's not serve that then.
Right.
Okay.
I am more than concerned now because I've just picked the crab gills out of Megan's wok. So I'm going to very gingerly be tasting Megan's. Ed came into this competition all guns blazing. Since then, he's gone off the boil a little bit.
The thing is it his sort of food? It's a big bowl of crab.
I think I was lucky getting to the quarterfinals, to be honest. But now I'm here. I've got to do the best I can and concentrate and focus.
What's the most difficult bit of this, do you think?
Personally, I think actually the sauce.
You've got just 5 minutes. That's it. Your time's up. Stop, please.
This is a Singapore-style chili crab. And it should be covered in sauce. It should have lots of it. It should be voluptuous. Varying degrees of success. Megan. That sauce on the outside of the shells is really powerful. It's sour, it's hot, and once you mix it with that lovely white meat, you end up with a delicious dish. I'm really impressed with you.
Thank you.
Apart from nearly poisonous with the gills, you've done well.
Thank you.